What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053 Imali Enengi Nengi. Guys, listen. We're doing. I said I'm going to do two takes about the Penuel video, and this is the second one. But before I start doing that, I'd like to thank everyone that has supported my channel. You know, everyone that has subscribed. I really appreciate the subscription. You guys on the comment section are just going crazy, sharing their thoughts. It's so refreshing to see people who not only agree with you on the points that you do, but who think like you ideologically way in, like we just thinking the same. And I just feel so blessed for having you guys on the channel. 4,000 subscribers and plus, and I just started doing this content creating thing like 2 months ago. I think I started, if not, yeah, I started in February. 3 months ago. So that's when I started being serious on YouTube. I've always had an account, but never really taken it serious. So from February, I said I'm going to start being serious on YouTube, and that's where I think that February I reached my first 1,000 subscribers, and the following month, then my channel was monetized, and then here we are today with almost 5,000 subscribers. Please, guys, if you have not subscribed, do subscribe. I'm going to give away something when I get to 5,000 subscriptions. It really means a lot to me, guys. I see us growing. By the end of the year, somewhere close to 10,000 subscribers, which will be great, because I said the more subscribers I obtain, then we can have guests. I do have guests who are really asking to come. Some are outside my province are saying, King, I want to come, but everything will happen in due time. So let's just listen to Penuel, what he says about working with other races, working with other people, and what Penuelism actually means.
People from so many diverse backgrounds, because if they are doing good work, if they are good people, I can work with them. They should not necessarily work with me because of their ideologies, but they can come on my platform because it's a neutral platform where anyone can come and say whatever they want. Can be homophobic, xenophobic, Afrophobic, transphobic. It can be racist. It can be white supremacist. It can be whatever you want. It's fine. It's a neutral platform. I will challenge you. I have my thoughts. I will represent myself. I will represent Panelism. I will represent people out there to hear some of your thoughts and to understand the different dimensions and dynamics of who you are. So that's very key for me. And for people out there, black people in particular, you guys are required moving forward to start scrutinizing and questioning, especially black people, much deeper. It cannot be that when you've got a leader who claims to be pro-black, you're done. That's it for you. You're like, oh, this is one of my people. Where is that leader getting their money from to fund the work they're doing? Where is that leader spending their money? Where does that leader live? Who does that leader work for? Where does that leader send their children to school? What language is that leader speaking? What clothing do they wear? What healthcare do they believe in? What is their spiritual belief system? How do they move? And when you look at the work they're doing, who are the biggest beneficiaries of the work that they are doing? Do that especially for black people and black leaders, black business owners. Then go and do that for Indians, Arabs, coloreds, the Chinese, the Koreans. Do it for white people and scrutinize them. You'll come up with something very interesting. In my experience, my personal experience, some of the black people that you think are your leaders are almost doing everything to destroy and oppress you and keep you out from being uplifted and empowered. And some of the white, Indian, colored, whatever people are doing such amazing work, and it is helping you and your people thrive, giving you jobs, an opportunity to speak and to thrive, allowing you to take over their businesses, giving you the cheats and shortcuts to win in life, helping you to become healthy, giving you platforms, letting you marry and have children with their daughters, with their sons. Meanwhile, they are meant to be their enemies. So just be very, very careful. That's my first thing.
Okay, so we have established in the past video that I did, that Penuel said, listen, I'm not a Pan-Africanist. I'm not pro-black. I'm a multiracial type of a person. And he tried to explain what this Penuelism nonsense is. So you ask yourself, what is it that Penuel stands for? You know, because white people want that black person who stands for nothing. It's easy to convert him into something else, because if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. You don't have a ground. You're not rooted in anything. So that is why it is dangerous, because he says he will work with homosexuals, he will work with xenophobic guys, he will work with racist people. You know, his platform is open to everyone, not my platform, not me. If I know for sure that you are a xenophobic person, let's take Orania for a person, for an example, as a racist example. I'm not interested in going to Orania and checking out what is the good in Orania. I'm not interested in speaking to people of AfriForum, because clearly they have shown me that they are racist. I'm not interested. If you see a Zimbabwean lady, you put tires on her, you go to the garage, or you buy paraffin and you pour it on top of her head and you burn her to death. I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. Like we said, some African people cannot be converted. So I'm not interested in working with you. I'm here as a pro-black person. I'm here to protect my brother and sister. You understand? I'm here to spread black love. I'm here to make sure that the agenda of black people advances. If you've been watching my channel from the very first videos I have made, I've always spoken about the black agenda. And I've said the black agenda is always put back with these distractions that we have. And I find it funny, Penuel saying he will work with people even though those people not necessarily won't work with him. Like, what type of nonsense is that? So you are so spineless that anyone can come and speak to you and have an opinion and say things just for the sake of debate, because our learned friends, they strive with debate. What they want is debate. They want to talk. Which one is the best, this car or that car? No, I think that school is better. That's what they do. They only want to debate. Now imagine how Penuel has got 6 children with 4 different women. Imagine one of his child comes. He says, no, Papa, we are Christians. He says, no, we are not Christians. The other child says, no, we are not Christians. We are Muslims. And Penuel says, no, we are not Muslims. And the other child says, no, we are not Muslims. We are African spirituality. We believe in African spirituality. Penuel says, no, we don't believe that. The 5th child will eventually come and says, actually, Dad, what do we believe in? What are we? We are Zulu. He says, no, we no longer subscribe to the Zulu kingdom. The 6th child comes and says, but Dad, tell us, what are we? He says, we are neutral. What does neutral mean? What are you standing for if you are neutral? What is your policies? Where do you run to hide? Who is your oracle? Who is your God? Amadlozi wako bobani. When you have hard times, where do you go? It's nice and fun when you are busy playing around, but when the hard times come and your white friends are not there, and your Christian friends are not there, your Muslim friends are not there, and all you have is your skin color. Maybe you are in a foreign land. All you have is just imagine being a black person, a black Zulu person. You are in Canada, where the black population is so low, you don't see any black people, and you finally at one of the shopping complex meet one of a black person, and that's Penuel. You're like, oh, my brother from another mother. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm not your brother from your another man. I'm a panelist. Uthi, hawu yini manje panelist? I said, no, I'm neutral. I mean, what white people are not neutral. Pen, wake up, Njayam. Wake up, young men. They are not neutral. They are unapologetic pro-white. Yes, they might do some work to help some black people there and there. You understand? Is their inner what do you call it? Their guilty conscience is eating them because they know eventually they are stealing from us. So they might come and give some food parcels. They might come and give you maybe a job. Maybe they know this money belongs to the people. If hi, yeah. You guys, today I ning pet serious. Today ning pet. So that's one of the videos I wanted to play about Penuel. Let's listen to the last video and hear what he says. Understand? But for me, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything or you fall for everything. And that's a clear description of what Penuelism is. Let's listen to what Pen says about the three major weapons that you need to have as a Pan-Africanist. Yo, I'm telling you.
What I was emphasizing was, you claim to be pro-black. You claim to be Pan-Africanist. But you've got three major weapons that you can use to prove that you are pro-black and Pan-African. Your vote. Are you voting for pro-black Pan-African political parties? The African National Congress, the ANC, is non-racial. They're not Pan-Africanist. The EFF, I'm not too sure, but you had the PAC, the Pan-Africanist Congress. You had Andile Mngxitama's Black First, Land First, the BLF. Are you voting for those guys who claim to be Pan-Africanist and pro-black? That's your vote. Second one is in your labor. Who do you work for? Are you working for a white, Indian, colored business and not a black, Pan-Africanist one? But Penuel, where are we going to excuses? A lot of the black people are number one with excuses. But they're quick to bash me. But they don't want to look in the mirror and see what they're doing that leads to their own oppression. The businesses you are working for, the owners of those businesses are investing in groups such as AfriForum, and they're investing and giving money to the worst political parties you hate. You might hate the DA, they fund them. You're watching DSTV, Moja Love, Generations. You are funding, you must understand, DSTV is under MultiChoice. MultiChoice is under Naspers. Naspers is a big company that was built directly from the Broederbond, which was an Afrikaans agenda. So when you watch DSTV and MultiChoice, you are donating to an Afrikaans project. Oh, excuses, but what must we watch? But we're supporting the actors and come on, man. That means you're like me. You're non-racialist. Stop pretending to be pro-black because you're not. Your labor. Who are you working for? Because who you work for, you allow that person to use your labor and your ideas and your genius to make money for themselves so that they can go and give that money to whatever agenda they serve. If you're working for an Indian, Arab, Muslim, you best believe the profits are going to the mosque, they're going to the Islamic Relief Fund, and they're going to other Islamic initiatives. If you're supporting a white Afrikaans business, you work for ABSA, FNB, Afgri, you work for Sanlam, these companies, you must understand that the profits that they make are probably going to, some Afrikaans agendas. They fund some of the schools, Afrikaans schools, they fund the rugby, etc. Understand that. That's your labor. You are not working for a business of a black person who is pro-black and Pan-Africanist, where the profits are going into the township. The profits are going to the villages. The profits are building black schools like Dr. Umar Ifatunde's Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Institute. You're not working for them and you've got excuses. They underpay. Black people they're not good employers. Excuses. Your number one thing. And then the last one, and arguably the most important one, is where you spend your money. Who you vote for, who you work for, who you buy from. You have a rand in South Africa. You might have a US dollar somewhere else. You have a rand, and every day Every day you get to support an agenda. When you go into a Pakistani spaza shop, you are supporting a Muslim agenda because that Pakistani is probably Muslim. And he, all praise be to Allah, will go and donate to Muslim initiatives. Some people argue, they support terrorism. If they do, according to the Americans, who are the biggest terrorists on the planet, if they do, you are funding them. When you go and you spend money at McDonald's, KFC, when you buy Nikes, Air Jordans, you are supporting America and the American agenda. So if you hear that America bombed Somalia, that was some of your money, boy. When you hear that...
Okay, so this was a better take by Penuel. He says the three major things that you need to have is the weapons that you can use as a Pan-Africanist is who you vote for, who you work for, and where you spend your money. Let's break them down. Who you vote for, I agree. I agree with Penuel there. But the issue with South Africa and many other countries, you don't find a proper Pan-Africanist party. Understand? I voted the last local election. I voted for Black First, Land First. I knew my vote was going not for waste, but it was not really going to count. Understand? Looking at the situation of how many members they have obtained and all of that. So I remember speaking to my friend. He says, "You're just gonna waste your vote like that." I remember when I got to California, I voted in California. When I got there, I didn't even have my ID. I had to go do a temporary ID and vote for Black First Land First. That's how much I believe in Andile. Understand? And the ideology and his policies, everything he speaks, I believed in it. And then I voted for him. The EFF was there, but for me at that time, I was still questioning what is going on at the EFF. Right now, we're looking at a situation where if you don't have a pure Pan-Africanist party that you believe in, you vote for the next best thing. Like, for example, if you have an issue with land and you say, I just want a party that speaks about land. I don't care if they are red, green, purple, yellow, and whatever. As long as they're speaking about giving land back to the people or they're speaking about privatizing mines, I'm voting for that party. Then you go for the EFF. You understand? You can't, as a Pan-Africanist, vote for a party that speaks about non-racialism. There's no such non-racialism. I'm sorry, we cannot participate in that nonsense. So he says then, if you are a Pan-Africanist, if you're pushing for pro-black, you don't have to work for white people. Very stupid analogy that he pushed. If you are black and you are serious with what you are doing, you will go into that white company and take the skill and the knowledge and come and use it back in your community and come and empower the black person. You must go and don't feel guilty for working for a white person. There will come a stage where you are at a level where you say, I don't need any white people anymore because you are self-empowered. Just like the white people, when they came into South Africa, they used our leaders and they made sure they grab some land, they do some exchanges, take some cattle, things that they need to survive. After they got those things, they got rid of the black people, said, no, we don't need you. So be smart in terms of using that strategy also to say, listen, I might be at ABSA, it is a white bank. It might be funding even the DA or whatever, the AfriForum, I don't know. But I am here to learn how to close books, how to get funding there and what. And I'm going to take this skill and take it to my people and say, listen, here's the secret. Here is the secret. You can get millions of friends if you apply in this manner. That is how you must think as a black person. Don't be stupid. Yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying, all right? And look at all the great minds, such as your Ntate Mandela, your Mugabe. They they obtained education so that they can find themselves knowledgeable in certain topics. And there's nothing that scares a white man, a Afrikaner man, when they meet a black man that can speak their language and that is educated and that is pro-black. Dan ken hulle onmiddellik dat hulle kan nie op jou kop speel nie. Hulle kan sien ja, die klein mannetjie, daar's iets verkeerd met hom. Understand? Hy het alles geleer van ons plaas. Hy ken hoe om te boer. Nou, ons is nou bang, ons ken nie wat ek kant moet ons om attack, want ons ken baie mooi dat hy ken al die prosesse van die land. Die seun het op die boek geslap, en die boek geslap, hy ken hom werk. Dan is die boer hulle is bang vir jou as jy so maak. En hulle sien baie mooi, hoor net, die is nie een van die dom kaffertjie, die is nie een van die dom appies nie, die is 'n slim ene, ons moet baie ver van hom speel. And don't say no, King, why is you Afrikaans? I speak all 11 official languages, so don't take any chances with me. My father is Tsonga, my mother is Pedi, both of them from Limpopo, and my mother's from Mpumalanga, my father is from Limpopo, but all my great-grandparents are in Limpopo. I was born, so that covers Venda and Pedi and Tsonga. Those are the three languages, the three major languages in Limpopo. I was born in Mpumalanga, and you can say I was born in Gauteng, but grew up in Mpumalanga. And I was raised in Kwandebele, and then we speak a little bit of Swati. It's in Mpumalanga. I then moved to Northern Cape, where I learned Tswana and Sotho. And actually, when I came to Northern Cape, that's where I learned Afrikaans, because where I come from, there was only one colored family, the Brain family, in one section far. Where I was staying, there were not even any colored people or white people or anything like that in Kwandebele. And so that's why you will find Mankhulumi Zulu or Mangteti Xhosa or all the languages. I'm fluent in all the languages. The only one I would say I'm poor in is Shivenda. Very poor in that language. But when you speak, I can hear, I can try to reply here and there. But I then advance and learned when one of my workers was Shona, and then spoke Shona, and this year I realized that I've got a tenant that is Swahili. Then you guys know that we are in a journey of learning. So it's not because of that tenant. I actually realized after I said I want to learn Swahili that she is Swahili. So I'll be speaking with her. But the point I was trying to make is that once you know yourself and you know what you are doing in a specific place, because Penuel says, where do you work? You cannot work for those people. It's a stupid analogy to do that. And then I've made that example that white people fear unity in black people. If we come and we hit them in terms of law and the Act 1, 2, 3, if we come and change the legislature, and if we come and we change the laws and we beat them in the book, they know they can't do anything. But if you come in violence, I know it's a necessary step, but for me, it's always the last step. We go into violence as a last resort because everything else has failed. But right now, we're not stupid enough. We can beat any other race in terms of speaking. That's what China does. China never sends military their armies to African countries. They went to Zambia. They built the airport. They went to Zambia. They built the roads. They went to Zambia. They built state of the arts. What you call them, entertainment centers. Germany went to Zambia, landed on that airport of the Chinese, drove on the roads of those Chinese, went to that beautiful venue that the Chinese built, and then they told the Zambian government that you should get rid of the Chinese. The Zambian people were like, you're not all right in your head. So the last point that he he made is where you spend your money. To a degree, I do agree with that point. But with the economical situations that we're facing now, I kind of understand and sympathize with someone who say, "Ish, King, I need to buy that combo at Pick and Pay or that combo at ShopRite and um, that combo at Pick and at Checkers or whatever the case can be." But start small. If you are deep inside, you are a black conscious person and you are pro-black. Ne? It does not mean you're not going to spend your rand or dollar in a white company. No, 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 of course not. Even up to Dr. Uma Johnson in building the school, because he was struggling with some black contractors, he then employed the white contractors to help speed up the process of renovations in the school. So for example, if you want to buy things like a mixed veg combo, you find our brothers and sisters, our mothers standing in the street corners selling mixed veg combo. You can start with that. If you want a photographer, you can always opt for a black person. If you want a Uber, places where you can choose. You understand? Obviously, if you talk about if I want the best education for my child, you're not gonna go to the poorest rural area and put your child there because you are a Pan-Africanist. That will not be smart. Hey, you understand what I'm saying? Even Dr. Uma Johnson went to white universities and obtained his law degree, he obtained his psychology degree, and obtained his master's just to come back and say, I'm building my own school, my own only black school. So we need to be clever in terms of that. And he will say, no, if you are supporting DSTV, you are supporting white monopoly, they are using your money to attack. No, no, no. I don't have DSTV because I am a pro-selective contact person. Understand? I want to select the content that I have, not because I don't afford or because obviously I do, and not because I'm a Pan African or I'm a pro-black. No, I believe in just watching my phone, watching my tablet, watching my laptop, and watching the content that I want, so that I can brainwash myself with the type of information that I want for the direction I want. For those who have DSTV, um, and they are taking it as an entertainment thing. After this hard work that we have, watching your Moja Love or whatever you are watching, and it entertains you, it's all right. But be entertained with a woke mind. See when they are trying to brainwash you the wrong way in painting the black family as evil, and when they are trying to put homophobic ideas in your mind, in your kid's mind. Watch carefully and look at that, because I know we in DSTV we can celebrate 100% black owned productions, but that's not the ultimate celebration. The ultimate celebration is a black man watching DSTV right now and say, you know what? I see how DSTV is working. I see what is there. I'm going to start my own decoder. I'm going to start my own satellite platform where only black content can be aired there. It's not something that is impossible. It's just the DSTV has now woken up as this giant, but a David can take them down. A David can take them down. You understand? So right now, Top TV tried, Starset tried. It's difficult to compete with DSTV. But the day when we have millions and millions of rand, I'm telling you, we're going to be able to take this giant down. I've got hope in that. Understand? I would have had more hope if I was the one doing it, but I'm praying that there is one genius black man, the unique one, the top 1% who's watching and say, listen, one day I'm going to start my own DSTV. Like just like there are black men who have built their own cell phones, own cars and everything. It starts small. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Understand? Uh, And yes, so I want to close. I want to close with that in terms of what Penwell said. you're okay. I'm tired of making videos with this guy. You guys on the comment section told me about another person who is worse than Penuel. I was like, oh my god, worse than Penuel. What on earth is worse than Penuelism? What on earth is worse than Penuelism? I'm not that type of person now. I must go into every channel and find people I don't agree with, then come back and make a video with that. No, I don't actually enjoy doing this rubbish right now. Understand? There's serious things that are happening with this e-hailing uh, car bannings that is happening in Soweto. I saw Ntantla last there, and there's the repo rate going up. There's a lot of things that are happening that I can report on, instead of getting these YouTubers and content creators that I disagree with and making videos with them. No, no. I hope this will be the last time I break down panelism so deep and so long for you guys. Next time I'll just mentioning them here and there, but I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Please, guys, if you have not subscribed on my channel, consider to subscribe. I'm trying to reach this 5,000 subscribers. Understand? Us who are believing in Pan Africanism, pro blackness. I'm not a person that judges. At the level where you are, at the place where you are, the small that you do for black people, I appreciate it. If you are black, anyway, because if you are another race, I don't care. If you are black, black on black love, black on black support, black on black rent, black on black rotation, black on black marriage, black on black empowerment, that is what I'm for. And for the little that you are doing where you are, I and the right buffet, the right serious. So until next time, so I apologize for taking so long, but I had to break it down for you guys so that you guys can understand sometimes the type of content that people are watching, and you read the comments and you see how lost people are, and it's mostly black people. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. That's why I'm doing this, because I see a lot of people say, yeah, I agree with you, Penwell. This thing of just saying you are pro-black because you are black. Ish, ish. I also there was a comment that I saw a vendor person say, I'm also moving away from vendors. The way they are. They No. You are born vendor. You can't move out of that tribe. You are forever that tribe till the day you die. It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money Eneng. Until next time, please guys, don't forget to pray. I salute you.